Hey fam, how you guys doing? Yes, look, I didn't go live yesterday. I know I didn't end my series, but we're gonna just keep on keeping on. I'm gonna leave it podcast. Look, I know I gotta find somebody that's gonna make me some nice thumbnails. I'm just saying it. Y'all know I be in many thumbnails. I'ma just say it's so easy just to put live podcasts. But look, I got my podcast back. It took 5 days. You already see for the 22nd, I didn't do a live podcast on my regular podcast on Spotify. I'm not on Anchor anymore. Spotify bought Anchor. So I got to fix it. I got to go back and edit all my videos or however I can do it. But you can find my videos still on Spotify. Yeah, Spotify. That's what it is. Spotify podcast. My videos, my podcast is there. I did not lose it. I recorded today. Yes, I was supposed to went live with this information early today, but I was grown and went out on a date. I went out and had me some lunch when I had some lunch, and now I'm trying to finish up these courses and get these other things straight because I have a lot of homework to do. I have a lot of homework to do, but I said, let me go ahead because welcome to May, family. Welcome to May. Happy May, family. Happy May, happy May, happy May. Today, we're going to be talking about it runs in the family. Now, I don't know about y'all, but now I got to be careful with my words because we keep believing a lot of things because y'all already know that uh, truth is, yeah, really not going to just see this video instantly. It's going to be hidden down, suppressed, really deep down suppressed because they rather you listen to a lie than the truth. Than the truth. You can watch, look at all the studies, look at all the people saying the same thing. Look, speak to the doctors that's going to tell you the truth about something running in the family. Only thing that runs in a family as we pass down trauma. And I say this over and over again because I want you to clearly understand and overstand. Think about your family. Think about everything you do as an individual. Everything you do as an individual. Because when y'all go watch the video that I say, whoever cooks for the family, whoever shops for the family, buy the clothes, buy the makeup, by the lotion, the powder, deodorant, down to the toothpaste, down to the soaps, down to everything in house, the Glade spray, the toilet tissue, the lotion and cream you put all over your body. Just like I said, your clothes, your hair products, the skin creams, down to what you floss your teeth with, all that directly affects what dis-ease because it's your body's at a dis-ease because it's just detoxifying. Your body's detoxifying all that poisons and stuff that you're putting on the spray because we already know the food is fake. The food is fake unless you're eating fruits and vegetables that's non-GMO. That's non-GMO. Eat some stuff with seeds. Teach your children to go back with seeds because diseases don't run in the family. It's because we eat the same. Yeah. I just want you to get it. When I sit back and look about what I chose to do, and I'm talking about me, what I chose to do, where I look at my older brothers, when I look at my younger brother, when I look at my older sister, when I look at my younger sisters, when I look at all our health, and I look at all the different variety of foods we've eaten, I see who has high blood pressure, who has diabetes. I see who has this issue with their body, and I don't see it matching up because we all ate different, we all use different, we all pretty much, I would say 60% of my brothers and sister lives in Florida. They live in Florida, but then I got New York, Virginia, you know what I'm saying? All over the place. Well, not Virginia, Maryland. So we got to look at New York, Maryland, and Florida. And I'm between Maryland and North Carolina. You see, we all ate different. Some was in the military, some wasn't. I'm just looking at my family. Now, if it was hereditary, then we all would come down with same thing our mother and father would come down with. And I ain't even gonna talk about their personal business. No, I'm not gonna say, because y'all go back and look at all of the other videos, and then you can see what happened, because I did speak about some things. But I could say this is, I know when you have surgery, because it happened to some people in my family, had surgery, they end up having a blood clot. Surgery, blood clot, now they're on Coumadin, a blood thinner. That does not run in the family, because they have this, like we talking about, like the big cancer and high blood pressure and diabetes. Now, we have to look at free radicals. If y'all really know what free radicals and damaged cells and dead cells and mask, if you really clearly understand and understand those terminologies, and what, when we put mucus causing foods in our bodies, we put, yes, we put all this non-fake sugar in our bodies and keep on eating sugar. That's where we talk about the cancers and the big mask and all the other issues come in your body, like the gout, the inflammation, the COPD. That's where that comes from. It's not, oh, it runs in the family because grandma, great granddaddy, the great, all that great mom, grandma, all that. I mean, like, why are we sitting here lying? Because you can sit here. That's why, when we go to the doctor, you ain't got to tell them nothing about what your mother, father, sister, brother. You got no. Let them diagnose you. Let them find out what's going on with you, and keep it that way. Keep it that way. Yeah, you can say, well, my children have this. Why? We already know we lactose intolerant. That's like hands down. It's like hands down. You could say all you want. Yeah, you can get past on eating some cheese. But I promise you, it's going to catch up with you. And then you're going to say, oh, it must be what my mother gave me. Oh, it must be what my daddy gave me. No, no. As our bodies are getting weakened, and then we have children with our weak bodies, and they have children with their weak bodies. That is what's going on. Our bodies are getting weaker and weaker because we eating all this fake foods, all this stress, all this, your money, this bill, pay this, you got to, this rule, that law. If you don't take this, you can't do that. All this imaginary stress. And God gives us the ability, because He gives us gifts. He gives us gifts, and we're like, I can't find my gift. I don't know what I need to do. I don't need to know this. But we need to master ourselves. And with mastering yourselves and growing yourself, that's when that's that instant wealth. That's when that's that I already know what I'm going to do. I know, because I can do this. Like right now, with me being an herbalist and sitting at a booth and just be sitting there talking about your health, man, I ain't at no job. I'm in heaven. I mean, I be like, come on, talk to me. Ask me a question. Just ask me a question, and I'll send you to the right person, or I'm gonna send you information. I take down people emails, and I be like, yeah. And I say, check out this person, look up this person, talk to this, find this, study this, get this, look at that. Just like going back to cancer now. The thing we have to look at that is, like, there's different receptors in your body, and it's like either it's turned on and turned off. Don't get me all into the medicals, like I'm not a doctor, I'm a herbalist, and I'm speaking about cancers. I really look at what the study shows, and I gotta say that. You already know I gotta say that, because if the video get taken down, but it's already down at the bottom about the disclaimer. Anything that is shared is only informational purposes only. I'm not talking about diagnosing, treating, prevent, or curing, or just, or even doing some discovery. But you always got to seek your healthcare provider. And I keep saying I'm gonna put that up so I can just put it on my chest. So soon it's gonna be hung around my neck, so I can just say that part right there. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna go read this. It says this, and y'all can go from there. But back to cancer. Now we already know when you diagnosed with cancer, we need to cut out all those sugars. So all this ice cream that you see these people in these movies and stuff, and I'm like, why? It's sometimes you see stuff, and I'm like, why are they showing that, and why? And you know that naturally your body, God created your wonderful body to push out, to purge, to put things in your lymph nodes. Hear me out, family. To push things in your trash cans, in the lymph nodes. When it stays in a little bag, that means it's made in a little trash can. So when it's a little ball and it's stuck in your sack, you know, you got to move. That's why I'm saying deep breathing, go out in the sun, make sure you move, make sure you exercise. We don't realize the benefit of exercising. We undervalue exercising. It's the major antidepressant. And we don't get it. We're like, oh, I'm depressed. Go work out. Go work out, go sweat. And then you're like, oh, I love my body. I love what I do. Because it's getting your mind off of what you're really stressing over. And then when you find out what you're stressing over, you be like, oh, that's all what it is. And don't get me wrong, I'm not devaluing your what you're going through. But hindsight, if you talk to the most high, you be like, oh yeah, I got ooh, because I do it. I mean, I could say during the demic, it made me question a whole lot of things. And when it made me question, I kind of like got a little resentful. So I was like in the flesh. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna stay in the spirit. But I kept going back to the flesh, going back to the spirit, going back to the flesh, going back to, I was like, wait, hold on. Cut this foolishness out. Cut this foolishness now. You know what the most high provides you. So I had to just to push myself there and just throw myself there. I'm like, nope, go with God, go with God, go with God. And it kept leading me to Eric Thomas. It just kept saying, looking at the image, look at the character, look at what that person shows, and I'm like, I need to, and I'm just saying. But anyway, going back to cancer, if you're eating all the sweets that's not fruits and not vegetables, all you're doing is feeding it and making the body worse. And then y'all can say all y'all want, but when you start putting some poisonous stuff in your body, it can either go to one or two ways. Yes, I hear when y'all be saying this word remission, but we need to understand and understand what that word mean. And I ain't trying to get this video stop, but we need to realize what that word mean. And I meant, let me pick the other phone because I got something saved in here that I don't want to not have. But serious fam, if y'all go in and look at what remission, let me write remission. I know y'all like, stop, girl, you playing, you're playing. Okay, it says remission. What do you mean cancellation of debt, charge or penalty? No, remission. Here go. Remission, cancer remission. See, remission means that the symptoms, hear me out. It says remission means that the signs and symptoms of your cancer are reduced. Reduced. Remission can be partly or complete. In a complete remission, all signs of cancers have disappeared. You may remain in complete remission for more than 5 years. Did you hear me say cure? In no way it said cure. It says some doctors may say that you are cured. It says may. Now, shouldn't it say you clear, you don't have it, you're cured? And then start working on getting your healthy cells healthier, like with the skin stem cells, stem cell regeneration, like the X39 patches and the glutathione, the ice wave, and the carcinogen patches, and plus the how can I say the SP6 complete. We got to stop playing with this. We got to stop playing with this because we're talking about getting your stem cells reactivated, getting your stem cells working, getting your body functioning like it's supposed to. Like, go ahead and taking black seed oil. Go on and make sure you're getting your vitamins and minerals, eating the correct fruits and vegetables, eating one apricot seed a day, one, just one, and making sure you stay on that sour sop. If you can get the whole real organic soursop, get the leaves too. Get the leaves too. Have some tea and have the bitters. I would do bitters in the morning, some tea in the afternoon, and go to sleep on the bitters. I'm just saying, if you tell me that's what I have in my body, because I'm gonna tell you, when I had the scare of them telling me I had abnormal breasts, abnormal cells in the vagina, in my cervix, where they keep trying to cut. You be like, which one is it? Which one is it? And then they check you and make sure you got no polyps in your anus. You got to check all this. But if you actually stay busy, you know, eating correctly, not eating too much red meat. And look, when I ask you, do you eat meat? Like, no, I don't eat meat, but I do eat a little bit of chicken, but I do eat some fish, but I do eat some seafood. And I'm like, well, those are cancer causing. Studies are show. Y'all can go with the studies. I'd be like, I should just put a sign saying study shows, and it's like, so I can just keep on talking. But if you look at those things, you're still putting uric acid in your body. You're still putting free radicals. And that's the thing. That's the thing that we don't really comprehend. All we hear is, oh, it runs in the family. Oh, I may get it. I'm going to get it. Let me cut this off. Let me do this. No, slow down, slow down, slow down. Why don't you just go ahead and drink you some soursop tea? Why you stop taking the black seed oil? I can see you taking 8 week straights, and then every 2 or 3 days, take a little bit, take a sip, take one capsule. You're still keeping it in your blood so you can move your lymph and sweat and get all of the toxins and poisons out your body, kill all the free radicals, get your lymph nodes ducts clear. That means keeping your gut moving. And when I say moving, I mean moving. Try your best, not even try, do your best to not have no love handles. Just do your best to make sure that you don't have no belly, nothing, nothing, nothing on the sides. Just make sure it's flat as possible. I ain't saying you gotta be like small like me, but I ain't really that small. Y'all may look on the camera and go, oh, you skinny. I got some meat on these bones. I got some meat on these bones. I don't know about y'all, but I got some meat on these bones. And I do eat. I do eat. I'm actually greedy. You be like, no, you're not. But I'm serious family. But I'm just saying, it's like a lot of times we're like, oh, it runs in the family, it does this, it does that. The doctor said this, the doctor said that. And I be like, what did the doctor really say clearly when they said you had this, and this? And did they explain to you how to get rid of it? Because y'all, it's like we hear it in our family. We hear that this person got it, but y'all still eating the same way they doing it. And you be like, wait a minute. Did she change? Did he? And y'all be like, oh, this, that. But you don't want to change. You be like, man, I can't give up the meat. Y'all can have all that. And then I was speaking to my friend today, and they were like, well, I gotta die. So then I said, why would I want you to die of so much pain? I'd rather you be as long as you can so we can hang out. I was tripping, but I was serious. I'm serious. I want you here longer so you can see the change. So when they say Jesus finally came, you be like, I seen him. Y'all know I'm cutting up. Y'all know I'm cutting up. What's BB Life? How you doing? Raw honey is perfect. Raw honey is excellent. Don't stop eating raw honey. Eggs, no baby. No eggs. No eggs. Eggs is still meat. Eggs is still meat. I know. When I sit there and say, yes, honey is meat, but that's why I like try to get the Manuka honey, or if you can go to a local person and get their honey is good. But let me tell you what these farmer markets have now. These farmers markets are having these little it's like your own personal honeybee. honeycomb, honey beehive, but it's on your own honey house, and it's cute. They have the little jars. They have like a wooden box where the bees can go in and you can have your own honey. I was like, I love that. Next year, once I get situated, next year, I'm going to put it in the backyard. I'm going to take pictures so y'all can see me having my own fresh honey. So when I say it's my own honey from my own backyard, that's the honey. So if you can get that, I would do that. But I will tell you now, if you must, like, if you must say, well, I'm not giving up the eggs, I'm not giving up the chicken, then grow your own. Grow your own. Then no pesticides, no rat poison, no steroids, because that's what you're eating. You're eating steroids, you're eating botulism, you're eating doo-doo, you're eating crap from whatever they eat in their system, because that's what's going through their body and that's what you're eating. So when you tear that chicken up, you don't know what you're eating, because it's too easy for them to, how can I say, take the meat and cut pieces off and cut pieces off and cut pieces off, and then they glue it back together, and you thinking you got a nice piece of meat, and it's like three pieces it's three chickens at one time. You be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it'd be like three different chickens. So like you get a some, well, y'all already know, if you got a whole pack of quarter legs, you know how many different chickens that is. Same thing with the wings. You got a whole pack of wings. You be like, is that mother, brother, sister, father, uncle? You be like, no, that's China, that's Mexico, I'm tripping. I don't know where the chicken come from, but it just makes you think like, what these legs? What you? But I tell you, if you must grow your own, get you a chicken coop, and you can get. Look at Lead Farmer 73. He is all over YouTube showing you how easy it is to keep the chickens quiet and keep the coop clean, so we don't have all of that mess. All that mess. No, you don't have a whole bunch, but at least you have your own chicken, your own eggs, and you don't have to put them in your refrigerator. Now back to this cancer. Back to this cancer. We just know how so important it is to stay hydrated, to do deep breathing exercises and get them frequencies, and turn off the Wi-Fi. It's so much that we're feeding. Sometimes we feed so much stuff in our body, we don't even realize it. We don't realize it until, like I said, with the remission, you still got to keep going back, because you went. There's still a chance. There's still a chance, because you just didn't know how you had it in your body in the first place. You do not know how you caught it in the first place. You could say uncle for the sister, brother, this. It's because you ate the same they did. That's it. That's how it runs in the family. But like, you look at the Amish, you be like, man, what they doing? Who, how, when, what, why, and why I don't see autism and retard, abnormal. I ain't gonna see retardation, but abnormal stuff, because you see different things. Because I was like, man, I was thinking like my cousin. I was like, man, I wish he could be able to speak a little bit better, so we could knew that his bowels was messed up, and he wouldn't have died the way he died. So it's just like so much. That's why I don't want y'all suffering in silence. That's why I do the work I do. That's why I don't mind answering your questions. That's why I'm speaking on these podcasts, because it doesn't run in the family, but it doesn't run in the family. I can sit here and talk all day long about soul food, because grandma was getting her leg cut. Because remember when she was cooking and the fire was burning her arm? Y'all be like, wait a minute, it was because she had diabetes. Now, if you look at diabetes and really follow diabetes, you be like, is that? Our bodies produce insulin, just like our body produce steroids, just like women bodies produce testosterone and estrogen. It's just that men shouldn't have too much estrogen, because we bear the children. We bear the children. So women just have some of everything, but we just want to make sure look, we can speak all day about balance. We can say the word balance, but when we're looking at our body already know what to do. So our body already know how to balance. So don't think that you can go and buy all this crap. And when I say crap, stuff that you don't, that's non-herbal. I'm gonna say it like that. Non-God food. How about that? We talking about the non-God food that's boxed up, and it has different words on the sides. It has things like bioengineered and GMO and all this other stuff. Because I remember back in the day when it was like, so what's MSG? And no one can tell you. Then you like where they get vegetable oil from, where they get the canola oil from, and why can our bodies absorb it? None of y'all don't think about that. None of y'all think about the oil, the lard, the stuff that you season your meat, season your greens. See, you be like pouring. Yeah, I know it tastes good. I know put the little bacon, but do you know what you're causing? You're putting so much of the wrong oils that your body get clogged. Your body be like, your blood be coughing, your cells be coughing. Not literally, but it be like trying to push stuff out. You'd be like, what the hell? It'd be like, not that mess again. And y'all can put all the curse words you want. You'd be like, stop that. Don't do that. Eat that. And you already know in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, this is good. And I know what Viola said, but the colon queen don't know what she missing. Y'all sitting there eating. You be like, just eating. And you be like, I ain't hearing her. She could say whatever. And y'all just eating. And then later you be like, have an ingestion. You be like, ugh. And then you run into the bathroom or you're throwing up because your body was like, I told you to stop. I told you to stop. Now, let me see if I recorded this thing because I wanted y'all to hear this. I was going to play this on my recording because it's like sometimes you want to explain stuff to people and it's like, man, but this AI they be on point. They be on point. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. That says whatever. Let's see. But it was talking about your body already shows signs, but you don't really know what the signs and symptoms are until later. You're like, wait a minute, no, I had put that today, so it must be in this phone. Yes. And it was just amazing because I was like, maybe they need to hear this. They need to hear this because you don't know. Yep. And I did want to go in. Some people are successful. I'm going to just say this because I know I was talking trash about cancer. So I want to clear that up. Some people are successful, but regardless of whatever you went through, just make sure you're doing some glucose iodine. Like I say, just maybe for the first 3 to 4 days. I wouldn't do it for a straight week. Take a couple of drops in your water and drink it down so you can pull all that toxins and poison out your body. Get the metal out your brain and get all those other seeds, other toxins out your body. So I want to say that. And I know that I was talking trash, but remission, they just don't want to say really cured because only the doctor can do that. Because it says remission may not mean you're free of cancer or cured, but it's important to keep turning to your cancer treatment team. Keep doing that because they'll say something because it's like this. The thing that I didn't like for years, we going to get the mammogram and we squeezing our breasts, but you never think about if there was something large where you popped it and you be like, what the hell? What you mean? What you mean you popped it? You be like, wait a minute. So you pop the mass. Now y'all know when you pop it or bust it, stuff spew out, and that's what you don't want. You want it to shrink and dry up and release out your body. That's what you want, and that's what I was trying to. That's what I want your body to do, and nobody wants to. Nobody wants to get that way. That's why I still want you to continue taking black seed oil, apricot seeds, just one a day, and make sure you do your soursop. You can do the soursop in tea. You can do the whole soursop of the fruit and then do the soursop bitters. I would do all five. I would do all five. And if you still eating meat, I would go ahead and get Herbalist Viola's vitamins, her multivitamins. I do have the men's multivitamin. I have the women's multivitamin. Now I got the women's, and I got a new detox max detox to make sure, and I got it in capsule forms. I am not going to sell. Yeah, I see in the back of me, I am not going to offer these liquids online because of shipping. But if you are here local in North Carolina, you have to come see me and I'll get you a bottle. But if you really need some bitters and you really got stuff going on, y'all gotta talk to me offline. Support at verywisealternatives.com, and we can just see what we can do, because I want you to get as much as you can in your body, in your life, in your body, so it can be an arsenal, so your defense system. And we talking about the same thing. Your immune system, your lymphatic system, that's your defense system. That's getting all that waste out, to keeping your body strong. A lot of y'all don't realize that, but I just want you to really get it and understand that it is so important. It is so important that we really get that it does not run in the family. It doesn't. It's just you keep eating the same, so you're going to get the dirty blood. Do y'all know when your blood is dirty, that's all she wrote? That's all she wrote. And you don't think, I'm like, my blood ain't dirty. All right, your blood ain't dirty. Everybody keeps saying my blood ain't dirty. I'm like, okay, okay, you want your yeah, I keep thinking your blood's not dirty. I show you how your blood's dirty. You look at the food you eat and you be like, nah, because what happened was, and I'd be like, well, what happened was, it was this because you want to do this, and I'm like, I want you to do this, but you don't realize that, and I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, okay, so we're gonna play these games, and y'all gonna listen to all this stuff, and I'd be like, man, it says tricks. Let me see. I put tricks. I'm like, what in the world? You get charged in a court because you're. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to put the right stuff in here, because I want y'all to get this, fam. I want y'all to get this. But I was listening to this clip, and it was saying how different signs of the body. Deficiency is the biggest cause of disease. This study showed that avoiding the sun is as risky for your health as smoking. And others showed, because we avoid the sun. I'm like, why y'all avoiding the sun? We got to stop avoid. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all listen to this. Listen to this, fam. Just listen. Sunlight deficiency is the biggest cause of disease. This study showed that avoiding the sun is as risky for your health as smoking. And others show that insufficient sun exposure is responsible for almost 400,000 deaths per year and an increased incidence of almost every single disease. Vitamin D is critical for things like dopamine synthesis and mood, weight loss, immune function, and our glucose metabolism. Vitamin D supplementation is associated with a 40% lower rate of dementia, and 4,000 IU of vitamin D a day boosted testosterone 40% in the study. However, the sun is so much more than vitamin D. Fat cells shrink in the sun, and sunlight improves our gut microbiome. The sun is also full of red and near-infrared light, which structures the water in our mitochondria into a jelly-like substance that boosts energy production. It also sets our circadian rhythm, our internal clock that helps us wake up and fall asleep on time. The fact that we fear the sun so much today reveals how far we've fallen. Sun. Now we've fallen so bad with running from the sun, and y'all don't realize how y'all body's starving. And I'm saying starving for the sun. This is why I'm saying God's food. God's food is grew, in the dark, in this under the moon, and the sun. But y'all don't realize it, and you don't realize your body's starving for the sun. Your body is starving, but you're like, oh, I got this cushion job, I got this, I got that. Because even I thought I was too bougie, and I'm like, I need to get to the sun. Because when I got out, like I said, I had low bone density. I'm like, how the hell? What? I was like, wait a minute now. Wait, I was like, me? But I was like, okay, it's on now. So I make sure I stay in the sun. I make sure I stay in the sun. I just be out there. Y'all want to be this way, and I'm like, okay. But I'm trying to find this clip because I want y'all to hear. I think no, this is not it. Yeah, I be sending myself stuff because I want y'all to hear. But it was just saying how different times. Yeah, I should have just made sure I had it up. But can live up to 70 years. Yeah, that's the eagle. I was listening to that when it's talking about the eagle. The eagle, let me tell you, y'all look up the eagle, because we can take our life with the eagle. Now, the eagle, it was saying how um The eagle can live up to 70 years, right? But around 30 and 40 years, something goes wrong with their beak, to where their beak is bent or something. I mean, it was just incredible. And they were saying how the the eagle will pull out its nails, break its beak, just to have the beak stronger again for the nails to grow back. And this happened like 30, 40 years. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible tale, because you're like, wait a minute. So I need to break off my beak. You think about our bodies, and I'm just asking y'all to starve. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm just asking y'all to starve. You like, I can't starve. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You're gonna be a little weak, but your body's gonna appreciate it, because you need to starve your body to get all those dead cells, like them cancerous cells, them free radicals that you don't want to let go, because you want to keep it around this gut area, and then wondering, hey, why is my liver getting fatty? Hey, why is my glands messing up? Why are my hormones off? Why I can't poop? We got all these other issues, but we don't want to starve like the eagle. The eagle knows what it needs to do, because it's flying up in the air, is looking down at all our butts, ourselves is flying around, and it knows that in order for it to survive, it has to hit, I'm talking a side of a mountain, to break off its beak, to break off its beak. I didn't get into it. I should let you hear it, but it was just incredible. And I'm like, so what would you do to your body to survive? I'm gonna see if I can listen to it. I find it. I was like, what you would do so you could survive? So, because I was like, I don't think anybody would do that, but it was so incredible tale that I was like, wow, that's a powerful story. And you're like, girl, I ain't doing that. You're always thinking of something. Hey, look, y'all got to realize how weak our bodies are and what you're going to do to survive. I can't find the video. I should have kept it and let y'all listen to it. But y'all go on Instagram. It's on Instagram. And if you want, maybe if you email me at support@verywisealternatives.com, I can go ahead and send you that link. But it's a powerful story. And that's why I said we too scared to fast for 3 days, fast for 25 days, fast for even 30 days. Going to plant-based just for a little while. Because when you go to that plant-based, you be like, ooh, I'm looking good and feeling good. And then you be like, ooh, that meat's so good. I'd rather have the feeling good than to feel stuffed and eating that delicious food. Because I was like, I gotta have I gotta have a what they call it. I have to have a non-negotiable. That's what I call it, a non-negotiable. Either I'm gonna live my best life, even though I know y'all living your best life, eating, but you're causing your body pain, and you're like, oh, I got the cancer. Well, cancer. Some people will say, they got cancer because they got it from their grandmother's grandmother, and it doesn't run in the family. I'm just here to tell you, it doesn't run in the family. Y'all can be lied to if you want to. I'm just here. Y'all can take down this video, but it does not run in the family. And I'm going to say it over and over again. It does not run in the family. What we pass down is traumas, and that's the trauma that you have to deal with. And if you bold enough to sit down with your family members and just talk to them lovingly, and if they don't want to accept it, at least you said your piece and then go to God and you deal with it between you and God. That's the only way we're going to heal as a people. And I mean, heal strong as a people, because it's time for us to look at ourselves and be like, okay, I can do that. I can do that, because the fakeness is out here. We're listening to everybody. We're listening to people who are not even willing to do half the things that you're doing. You're listening to people who secretly probably hate you or jealous of you. You're listening to people that doesn't share what you share, don't have the gifts, or don't have God speaking to you like God's speaking to you. You just don't know what it is. But I just need to put life back into you to know that you have to look how wonderful you are. You have to look at life is not always perfect, but we can make it as best as we can to live our best life, to balance. And balance is a strong word, because life things ain't at a balance. 80-20 is not a balance. Is it? When they say be satisfied in your relationship 80-20, where's that a balance at? You be like, you're right. I'd be like, so you want me to balance in a relationship, but you already want to give me 80%. So I'd be like, I had to think, I was like, wait a minute. You know, you hear different things. You be like, man, I hear you, girl. I hear you. I be like, I be saying the same thing. I be like, that is not balanced. I don't know what you hearing, what you're saying, but 80-20 is not a balance because when you with somebody, they're going to change every 5 to 7 years. Especially if you married 40 times, your husband done changed 6 times. You be like, what? People change. People change. People grow. You think things getting better. You may feel a little rough. You're going to hit some rough patches, but it's how you communicate and how you deal because you promise to be with them for the rest of your life. Those are promises we had, but like I said, things don't run in the family, and sometimes we gotta sit down and ask those hard questions. Sit down and willing to communicate to to understand what they're saying. You know, you don't always got to get everything right, but long as y'all have that connection and have the just have the strength to go to God, have the strength because I didn't have that will, and I know I was wrong, and sometimes you have to look at when you're wrong, when you're right. So I know I admit when I was wrong. I said it. I'm like, yeah, I said it. I said it, and I was like, I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish that on nobody. I don't wish that. I don't wish that on your life. I do not wish that on your life. I'm gonna tell you. I do not wish that on your life. Because being back in this dating scene, what? And since the Jabby Jab Walker came out, your slim pickings, you got slimmer pickings. I know I said that. I'd be like, what? I'm just saying, but back to y'all saying it runs in the family. It don't. It don't. It don't. You keep letting no lie to you, be like, dang, why you lie to me? Did you ever think they was going to tell you the truth? I keep saying that each and every time. And I just want you to get that. You want to hear the truth, listen to yourself. And if you're lying to yourself, stop. Stop. Eating chicken is not going to keep you healthy. It's not. It's not. Eating all those grits, especially the fake grits, not drinking water, not exercise. We have to look at when we don't exercise because I can tell you my strength has gone down since I was not exercising. I tried my best to build my core and I said now I'm going to do. So I'm going to make sure I'm up every hour. And what I mean not every hour, but an hour a day to make sure I stay strengthened. Because we have to look when you stop doing things, that snowball gonna keep rolling. If it rolls downhill, it's gonna get bigger and bigger. It's gonna go uphill, it's gonna get heavier and heavier. So when you're looking at your body, you keep drinking the dairy, you keep eating the cheese, you keep doing the things that your body don't like, you're gonna get the repercussions of what you're dealing with right now. Which when you drink milk as a baby, that's affecting your life right now. When we didn't have breast milk, it's affecting your life right now. If you didn't come out through the vagina, it's affecting your life right now. If you kept eating all that sugar candy and all them good things, how's your teeth? How's your eyesight? Why do you really think you have those headaches? Why you think you cannot move your bowels 3 times a day? 3 times. If you know you're not moving your bowels 3 times a day, and I mean from the tip of your finger to the bottom of your elbow, a nice bowel movement, what do you really think is going on? What do you really think is going on? You're like, oh no, it runs in the family because my Uncle Bobby, sister, brother, sister-in-law didn't do this, and that's why I got it. And I'd be like, do that make sense? We have to put the common sense back to the common sense because I know we book smart, but sometimes that common sense kind of roll off. You be like, what the hell? And I'd be like, let's bring it back. Just bring it back. Did you know? Those are questions you got to keep saying. Did you know? There's a guy on Instagram, and I just love watching. He said, did you know? Did you know? Did you know you're supposed to be in the sun? Do you know you're supposed to hydrate? Did you know? And it's like, are you taking a multivitamin? And you see more. Why do you think CMOS is such a big hit? Just like the Shilajit. Why? What do you think? You be like, wait. What it do? What? Wait, huh? It's minerals that your body missing that you just said, no, I don't need minerals. I'd be like, who told you that? Who told you don't need minerals? So you think you're getting the minerals? So you really think you're getting nutrition, any nutrition, viable vitamins and minerals from me? Well, I'm getting B12 in my protein. I said people lie, right? Then I keep saying people lie. All right. All right. That's what we're gonna keep listening to. It's hereditary and it runs in your family. We're gonna keep hearing that. You be like, wait a minute. Am I really? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And it's sad because we believe it. We believe it because they're board certified. And I was like, so you board certified, and then I look at your health. I look at, and I know I'm wrong, but if I'm going to take advice, I want to take advice somebody who's walking in the same shoes I'm walking in, because I know what pain that I used to deal with. I know what my body used to feel like. And when I felt the way I feel right now, and I'd be like they say, the devil is a lie. And I'd be like, so who's the devil and who's God? Because what God you serving? And because you telling devilish, just devilish lies. So I'd be like, when are you gotta look at it. And I know y'all be like, "Oh, you said I'm said it." I'm like, man, I'm like, so you just was telling me your back was hurting, your feet, and you wearing these shoes. Yeah, I'd be looking at the nurses and I'd be like, so, but you wanted me to tell me that I should have the meat because that's where I'm getting my protein. Because I mean, you know, my doctor that I used to sit with, um, you know, she was on a she was larger than me. So she was, I would say, 5 foot, maybe 180 pounds. Hear me out. 180 pounds. And then she's going to tell me about my weight, that I lost weight. And I was like, yeah, because I was in the sauna and I was losing this toxins and I was detoxing. And they asked me why I was doing it and telling me where I'm getting my protein. And I said, if you ask me another time where I get my protein, I want to ask you about your health. I want to ask you if you have cancer. I want to ask you, are you constipated? And I was serious. And I know I was wrong, but I was like, I did. I was, and I was like, let me just leave. Let me just leave. Let me just leave. Yeah. And this was recent. This was recent. And I apologize nicely because I was aggravated because of what I went through, back in 2020 when I was in there with the mask on, and it was either 2020, 2022, and I was like, this is a mess. And he waiting 4 hours with a mask that was making me irritated because I believe the mask has some stuff on it, and that's just my perception. It's my perception. It's my perception. I said it was my perception. But anyway, because it's a time when sometimes you got to know who you're following. Sometimes you have to really see if they give you the right information, because it's like we got leaders. We got leaders like, if we look at this, if we look at the religion, and look at who they getting their information from. Y'all already know who it is. Y'all know, if you don't, put it in the chat. But look who you getting it from. And then you be like, why you hiding that? Why am I seeing these faces and these pictures and what you be like, well, so what's the deal? Are you really telling me, how to, you know, govern this spiritual, this body, this avatar, this flesh? Are you really telling me how to calm my flesh? Are you really telling me? Because I'm like, why am I so masculine? Why am I walking in masculine? Why am I this? Why? And I'm just saying, and I had to make sure I get that answer, because I'm still dealing with that at this point. I'm in this masculine role. People keep saying I do a shotgun blood blast to the chest, and I don't even realize it until I go, oh, I can see what you mean. But I don't. I just be saying. I be like, oh, I don't think about your feelings, but I do, because I don't want to sit here and say, well, go ahead and keep eating meat. You're gonna feel so much better, and all you feeling is stuff, putting uric acid, and all you're doing is clogging your arteries and doing other unnecessary dis-ease. Is, hear me, dis-ease. So your body's unease. So they just put the disc in front of there because your body's unease. Your body is going through stuff. You're forcing your body to take lard, fake sugar, toxins, poisons, metals, and then you want your body to be at 100%. And I'm like, where they do that at? And that's why I just go with the fruits and vegetables. That's why I just go with the herbal teas. So, but I know I'm running my mouth, and I appreciate you guys. Yes, fasting is very, very empowering, and we all need to do it. And I know sometimes people don't know how to do it. You just start slow. Start slow. You want to wake up in the morning, hydrate, family. Hydrate, because people don't realize when they got B12 in their mouth and they can just swallow it down. And don't quickly brush your teeth. I'd rather you do oil pulling. I'd rather you do oil pulling. I know it's a whole lot. You like, Viola, but my breath stink. Your breath's gonna smell so good when you oil put, well, coconut oil. Coconut oil is fabulous. You pull all those toxins and bacteria out your mouth and spit it in a trash can. Spit it in the trash can, not inside of your sink. And make sure you rinse your mouth. Rinse your mouth, and you're gonna be fine. So at least I answered your question, BB. I hope I hope your life is great. I appreciate, I see BB life. That's good. But and I appreciate you listening to me. I ain't gonna stay on long, family. I just want to make sure that it do not run in your families. These diseases do not run in your family. What runs in your family is what's passing down trauma, and we can kind of like fix it right then and there. Let me speak to this real quick. I'm seeking, far as about staying in my masculinity, and I'm fixing because I want to stay in my feminine, and I'm learning that. That I was listening to this young lady, and she was saying that when, you know, with I look at life, and I look at how we were brought up, and the fact that sometimes we're stifled, we can't, voice our opinion. So when we voice our opinion, it sound like, our so-called black women, so-called, beautiful melanated sisters are, and like they said, they think we're angry. Not, we're just passionate with our words. We're passionate with our words, and sometimes it don't come out right because we sound like this, we sound like that, and it's just that we're so frustrated. Sometimes curse words come out, but I know we need to stay out the flesh and stay in the spirit and speak with love, and keep speak with love, and keep speaking with love, and keep the Father first, keep the Most High first, because we do have different types and different traumas and different things that we go through. If we just speak to the Father, we're going to be fine. But we don't realize that when we're birthing children, and because the mother, I'm hearing this and I'm still looking at it, and I thought it was a powerful and profound, and I had to look at it. When the mother's unhappy, like if the mother's depressed, going through drama, stress, all this stuff, our nurturing lack. So we when we rear our children, we're raising them, we're rearing them and bringing them up with stress, aggravation, tension, with no love. And that's why, like they say, some of the children be, and it's not really broken, but it's just that that's where more trauma comes. So we look at that trauma, we look at, like, if we can just fix that. And that's why, we're supposed to be at our happiest, supposed to be at our happiest, full of joy with the person that we have our children with. And that's where the marriage of unity comes, being with that marriage. So that, you having kids over here, kids over there, kids, and there's no dad, because we're in this era where, they make it seem like the dad's not there, but there's so many other relationships that they're not showing you in the public. that there's dads and there's good fathers and they see the happy, but they're not going to show you that. They want to show you this drama because they want to sell those records and sell that music. But y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is because anyway, fam. But when I read that, I was like, wow, it sounded like it goes in line. That's why we're supposed to be at our happiest, raising our children with security, protection, instead of stress, aggravation, with food insecurities. You want to have just like pure bliss. That's why I try to create a happy home and heaven in my house. Heaven. I ain't trying to sing, but I love you guys and I care about you guys, and keep empowering yourself. Keep empowering yourself. Keep leading with love. Keep going to get your trauma dealt with the Most High, with your Father. Seriously. Seriously. So we can keep growing, families. To keep growing. Remember, if you need the copy of that clip, support at verywisealternatives.com. If y'all want me to speak on something else, teach on something else, let me know. Hit me up at support at verywisealternatives.com. And I have one more book. I said I will surprise somebody. So BB, I appreciate you. If you can, hit me at support at verywisealternatives.com. Send me your name and address. I would love to bless you with the book. Do it. The book that I was speaking with I would say doctor, is soon to be Dr. Sharon McCrimmon. And I said, wow, she's getting ready to graduate. I want to say this weekend or next weekend with her doctorate. And I was like, wow, you know, just seeing her accomplishment, and that she has a book. I don't have the book in here, but I talked about in the video. It's do it because you do not need their, and I love that word, their validation with a period. And I was like, y'all know period with a T. But I would love to bless you with that book. So definitely hit me up so I can get you that book and I can go ahead and put it in the mail tomorrow. But you have a good night. I appreciate you. Gratitude, gratitude. And I would love for you to, support me and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So anything else, you guys have a great evening. And stay encouraged because the only person that needs to love you is yourself. That's it. You don't need no validation. You don't need no validation from them because they're gonna lie to you anyway. But love you guys. Bye.